Hey, welcome Broken World Entertainment. YouTuber and critic John Rocha, formerly of Collider, has got himself into a bit of bother and has ended up having to delete a tweet he put out. Oh yes, you'll love this one. Rotten Tomatoes approved critic John Rocha deletes racist tweet claiming white people shouldn't review and/or without a guest who is Latino or has immigrant experience. Oh yes. Oh yes. So Rotten Tomatoes approved critic and YouTuber John Rocha deleted a racist tweet that pushed the idea that white people should not review the latest Star Wars series and/or without a Latino guest. On September 20th, Rocha took to his Twitter account where he wrote, "Some Star Wars shows might get pissed at me, but if I see any and/or review that features all white people, I'm calling it out." He added, "and/or has a Latino lead and deals with the migrant experience. Get Latinos or people with immigrant experience in this space to be your guest." Because, you know, Latinos and immigrant people just fucking fall off trees, I guess. In a subsequent tweet he wrote, "Already blocked 3 people. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Responded like an asshole. Get blocked like an asshole." Rocha initially doubled down on his comments, tweeting his original tweet, writing, "Intelligent people know I was asking for inclusion of Latino Star Wars reviewers." Instead of the prominently white reviewer shows. Because once again, fucking Latinos are just washing up on shores and falling off trees in every goddamn area of the world. Jesus Christ. He continued, "But it's funny seeing so many people outing themselves in these replies as angry racists because I dare to say I would call it out. Oh boy. You're the fucking racist, you goddamn moron." Jesus Christ. Yeah. I used to watch Collider. And Rocha used to have some stupid takes. But it wasn't to the point where you're just like, "Oh my Christ, shut up." It was a stupid take where you're like, really? That's why you like that movie? Or really, that's why you didn't like that movie? But over the past couple of years, he really seems to have just gone on this fucking mad one where he's like, "I'm the be all end all. I'm the outlaw." All this shit. And it's so funny to see this fucking far left nutball really suffering so much from when Trump was president. And that's what this really stems from, is when Trump was president. He was one of the first people that championed the firing of Gina Carano when Disney fired her. He put out a tweet going, "Well, it's about time you got rid of this, a racist piece of crap." And it's like, you're believing the lie. These are the people who tell you when Trump would say something that's like, "It's a lie, don't believe the lies." And yet when Disney or something that has the same view as them says, "This is why we done it," they fucking believe the lies. So Stefan from My Nerdy Home, who is well known for Geeks and Gamers, tweeted to him, or responded in one of his trends, saying, "No, you were calling for exclusion." And he was. And he actually responded to her saying, "No, I wasn't. I said I'd call out any all-white shows who were not including Latino or people with immigrant experience reviewers or guests. I didn't say they couldn't do their shows or that people shouldn't watch their shows. That's exclusion, but you already knew that." So you're basically saying a show, a YouTube show like me, I'm one dude. Or Mr. H reviews, he's one dude. Or The Critical Drinker, who's one dude. Or Az from Heel vs. Babyface. Or Ryan Kinnell from RK Outpost. Or Gary from Nerdrotic. Or Disparu. Or Midnight's Edge. Where we're all basically one person in front of a camera or microphone. You know, it's a Gundam. Yellow Flash. All these guys. Is he telling us if we're going to review it, we have to get either a Latino or an immigrant to sit with us to be able to review it? That's what he basically said. Even right here, if he says, I said I'd call out any all white shows who were not including Latino. So that would include me and Mr. H and Az and Gary and Jeremy and Ryan, Disparu, Yellow Flash, It's a Gundam. the list goes on. The guy is a fucking moron. And Ryan Kinnell tweeted out saying, holy shit, the funny part is, even if he has a few weird ways of writing this, but we'll get through it. So he says, the funny part is, even if I did to talk to someone who qualifies for this, shout out to my nerdy home, because Steph is Latino, for people who don't know, and they don't like this series, or don't like the modern day politics, her opinion would be dismissed by people like you, at Rocha says. And he's absolutely right. And that's the thing. You're calling out all this stuff. You're saying you gotta get these people on. But what happens if these people come on and go, yeah, the show is trash. The show is trash. We hate it. Then what happens? Because Latinos started to fire back at him on Twitter and say, you don't speak for fucking all of us. And one of them says, you don't speak for me. You don't speak for my family. You don't speak for my people. And we don't want to watch the show. We don't like the show. We don't like Disney Star Wars. So what's he supposed to do then? He's a fucking clown. He's really gone off the deep end with it. He's fallen into the Hollywood trap of everything is politics and identity. This is a person who apparently loved Star Wars, or maybe loves Star Wars, and he's one of these, you say how much you love it, oh, it was the best thing, and I grew up watching, I loved every bit of it, had all the toys, watched all the movies, all this, oh, so brilliant. But now it's the person who flips the switch and go, but I could never see myself being a part of it. Fuck off, Rocha. Jesus Christ. What an idiot. Anyway, I'll leave it there for this one. Catch you in the next.